Hi, this is GaelRice and I like sushi. I don't want that to be my catchphrase. And I'm here with my very first Q&A video. Let's begin with art-related questions, shall we? Nina Rosa asks, what programs you use to animate and all? Until now, everything I've animated on YouTube has been done with Flash CS3. I was introduced to Toon Boom at my university, and so far I've been having a lot of fun. Isabella on YouTube asks, what do you recommend to a total beginner that wants to start in the world of animation? I would say don't skip the basics. For animation, you can start with stuff like a bouncing ball, a pendulum, an object falling to the ground, stuff that has very basic mechanics. It may seem boring, but it helped me a lot. I recommend taking a look to this book called Animator Survival Kit by Richard Williams. It explains some of the terms used by animators and stuff, and it shows you the very basic exercises you can start with. Put those to the test and practice, really, there's nothing else to do. And most importantly, show your work. Put it online or send it to a fellow artist and ask for constructive criticism. It may seem scary at first, but sometimes there are mistakes that you can't see yet, that other artists that are more experienced can see for you. XX Ben is Weird asks, how long have you been animating and for how long have you been drawing for? Whew, let's see. I started drawing since I learned how to hold a pencil. But if we're talking about when I discovered I wanted to be an artist, I'd say it all started in like 2008. That's when I stopped copying drawings and pushed myself to get better and posted my drawings on DeviantArt and stuff. For animation, ever since I was little, I used to do flipbooks and stuff. But I had my first digital experience with Flipnote Studio for DSi in like 2009. And I loved it. And a few years later, my friend Rixian was kind enough to provide me with a copy of Flash CS3, the one I use now, so I could start animating for real. But I didn't use it until like 2016, and that's when my first fully colored animation, Royal Guard, was created. Back then, my only purpose was to have fun and experiment, and to my surprise, it ended up being the beginning of my career. Yeah! Lazybones Official asks, how you draw bodies? Well, I always hated drawing full bodies, to tell the truth. And then I went to university and was forced to draw real-life people. So once again, don't skip the basics. Practice the human body. And most importantly, use reference. It's okay to use reference, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Even big studios like Disney used to have models for their characters. Oh, and will I give a name to my community? There are names for communities? I was not aware of that. I mean, do I have to give my community a name? Like, oh, do you watch GaelRice? Yes, I am a GaelRicer. I don't know. I don't want to label you guys. You guys are your own people, you know. And the Ginino, I hope I pronounced it right, asks three things. But let's start with this. Did you struggle with art styles before choosing this one? Definitely yes. So my advice to those who are still exploring styles and can't find their own, try everything. You have no idea. It took me years to establish a style of my own. And I did so by trying different ones, from anime to cartoon to comic, realistic comic style to straight up realism. Just try a little bit of everything, and before you know it, you're gonna get like features of your favorite styles and you're gonna incorporate it to your own. So the animation you are the most proud of. Out of my videos on YouTube right now, I must say my personal favorite is Undyne Tale. It was so hilariously spontaneous and in my opinion it came out pretty good. It was friggin' fun and I still like it. I still watch it and I'm like, damn, that's cool? Did I do that, really? Zap asks, any suggestion for keeping yourself entertained while animating for a long time? Among my artist friends, listening to long podcasts or gameplays while working is quite popular. But that's for people who can multitask. Personally, I can't. I get too easily distracted. So if you're like me, you could listen to video game soundtrack music, especially dungeon tracks. Those are specifically designed to help you concentrate for puzzle solving. Therefore, they might help you do even a better job. And now let's go back to some questions about... anything else, I guess? Again, Dijinina asks, what made you start YouTube? What didn't make me start YouTube? I had my account since like 2007. It was the YouTube poop era, and I uploaded a lot of AMVs and stuff. However, I stopped when my first account got deleted due to copyright infringement. Oops. So I made a new account and got inspired by Let's Players like Markiplier, Donkey, Jacksepticeye. And I started making gameplays of scary games and League of Legends and stuff. I thought my girly screams would be funny, but most people found them annoying. So I was like, you know what, YouTube, it's okay. Gaming isn't for me, and I understand. Maybe there's something else for me, you know? And then I posted Royal Guard, and I got noticed. Somehow. And again, that was just an experiment, so there wasn't really a time that I said to myself, hey, I want to be a YouTuber. I just happened to submit something people liked, and now here I am. Yeah, it was pure luck. Edgy. Oh my god, I love your icon. Oh my god, is that the Reaper I draw the other day? Like the freaking dildo Reaper thing? Oh my god, I love this so much. Thank you so much. And also the name, it goes so well. Oh my god. I love it. But anyway, is mayonnaise an instrument? Anything can be an instrument if you're determined enough. The Mushroom Gaming 3 says, I saw your DeviantArt and you drew space goofs. Okay, wait a friggin' second. Someone remembers Space Goofs? That's my favorite cartoon of all time. Seriously. In case you don't know, Space Goofs, or Les Zinzins de l'Espace, is a French cartoon about 5 aliens stranded on Earth hiding in a house for rent, and they have to deal with the tenants while the scientist alien tries to find a way back home, but he's very bad scientist, he makes very bad spaceships, so they just can never go back home. Fun fact, before watching the show, I used to draw nothing but anime style, anime characters, which I mean is not bad, but after watching Space Goofs, I stepped out of my comfort zone, so it's one of my biggest influences. It's by no means a perfect cartoon, it's only nostalgic for me because I grew up with it. But I understand it's not for everyone, but I mean, if you can give it a watch, do it! Robin Lafontaine asks, for the Q&A, I know that once upon a time you lived in Montreal, Quebec. I wanted to know how was your experience there. Also, how much of the French language do you still remember? Montreal, Canada, I miss you so much. I must say, those were the best years of my life. The people were so nice, the weather, the cold and the snow were so beautiful. I went through high school and met one of my best friends who encouraged me and helped me to get better at drawing. Oh, and yes, I learned French. I kinda still remember it. I didn't spend much time with French Canadian people though, so there's a lot of slang and bad words I don't know. So if you make me watch, like, I don't know, a movie in French, there might be lots of words I won't understand, but overall, I think I can still keep a polite conversation with someone in French. Oui, je parle un petit peu français québécois. Okay, that was the ugliest fucking accent, I'm sorry. Alirin Zimph asks, what type of music genre do you listen to the most? I don't know, it goes through many genres, let's say my top favorite bands are Radiohead, Bjork, and System of a Down. You see? Alternative rock, experimental, electronica, I think, and then metal or rock. I don't know, what is System of a Down? Does it have a genre? Because it just sounds like System of a Down. It doesn't sound like any other thing. But yeah, something in Russian asks, do you like Rick and Morty? Because of the wabba thing. Yes, I love Rick and Morty. I friggin' love Rick and Morty so much. Man. Carl Evans asks, peanut butter, chunky or smooth? I don't know. I only tried smooth peanut butter before. To be quite honest, I don't like it that much, but if I had to choose, I guess I'll go with smooth because chunky doesn't sound appetizing. Sapphire the Gem asks, what's your favorite anime? Oh boy, easy answer, Fooly Cooly. I haven't seen a lot of anime to be quite honest, but out of the few I've seen, Fooly Cooly has been my favorite since I first watched it in 2004 or something. I love how energetic it is, how crazy the animation gets. I love the characters, especially Haruko, goddamn. I just love everything about it. Not to mention the manga. I mean, it's an adventure. Fooly Cooly is an experience. If you haven't seen it, and if you enjoy stuff like Kill la Kill, Gurren Lagann, you totally need to watch Fooly Cooly. It's crazy, it's amazing, it's got a gorgeous soundtrack by The Pillows. It's great! And with that, we are done here. Sorry for not answering to all of the questions you guys sent. There were so many good ones. But yeah, now some of you requested lines for me to say as Undyne, but those are coming in a different video, so stay tuned. Now, if you excuse me, I have a couple of animations I would like to work on. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in another time.